So to the first of our men's singles quarter-finals, and there is the former world and Olympic champion, the number 2 seed Taufik Hidayat of Indonesia, and he's up against the Japanese youngster Kenichi Tago. Tago, of course, beaten finalist at the All England Championships last year. The Indonesian, a megastar in sporting terms here in Asia. And would you believe it, the Indonesian champion here of the Malaysian Open back in the year 2000. And he's only 29 years of age now. Certainly got some Indonesian fans in this evening. Ready to support their star. Taufik Hidayat. Tough opening match here on Wednesday against Korea's Park Sung-hwang. Dropped the opening game. They came back 21-9, 21-16 in the second and third games in an hour and 1 minute. Played another Korean in the second round, did Hidayat, Sean Wan Ho. 2 straight games, that one. As far as Kenichi Tago is concerned, well, his first round match was against the number 7 seed Bao Chunlai of China. 22-20, 24-22. In fact, saved 2 game points in that second game. And then in yesterday's second round, Tago defeated Diki Talyama of the Netherlands in 3 games, an hour and 4 minutes. But let's look first of all at the former world and Olympic champion, current world ranking of 2, having played 16 tournaments over the last 12 months. Number 2 seed. And of course, he took part in the Super Series finals a couple of weeks ago in Taipei. His opponent's Kenichi Tago, 21 years of age, 17 in the world ranking. Only 8 individual tournaments over the last 12 months. And incredibly, at the All England Championship was his first international event last year, 2010, when he reached the final. What a tournament he had. Young Tago, first round, beat Tian Min Yun, who we will be seeing later on, the last match of this evening's programme. As you can see, met 3 times previously, all of them last year. Only once in 3 games, but the last meeting was in the quarter-final of the Danish Open. And as you just saw, 21-19, 21-19, as we look at our court officials for this quarter-final. Going back to Kenichi Tago and his All England Championship last year, not only a first-round victory over Nguyen of Vietnam, second round defeated Joachim Pearson, very fine Danish player, quarter-final victory over the now world champion Chen Jin, and a semi-final over Bao Chunlai. Certainly wasn't an easy path through to the final. As far as Taufik Hidayat is concerned, 3 titles last year, winning the French Super Series, his first ever Super Series event. Can you believe that? In his 8th time in a Super Series tournament final, finally took a title. When you consider how many wonderful tournaments he's won around the world, the Olympic title in Athens in 2004, World Championship a year later in Anaheim in 2005, twice gold medalist at the Asian Games 2002 and 2006. Well, for him to be only won 1 Super Series title. The Super Series, of course, has been going since 2007. So this is the 5th year of Super Series events and a new era as far as the BWF World Super Series is concerned, because we have a title sponsor, OSIM. He is the title sponsor for all 12 tournaments, and innovation this year in that we've got 5 premier Super Series events within the 12 Super Series tournaments. So it's very exciting times for badminton. And this should be an exciting quarter-final encounter. Umpire King Leong of Malaysia. Just waiting for both players to emerge onto court.
It's Keita Matsuda, Japanese coach. Some interesting interviews he's given this week about Tago's conditioning. He said that he felt the All England final maybe came a little bit early for him, and he's suffered a little bit since then with the weight of expectation. But they've been off in a camp for 10 days on their own, away from everybody, and he feels that Tago's probably in his best shape since the All England and is ready to go again.
Well, certainly his first round match against the number 7 seed Bao Chunlai was very impressive indeed. Perhaps a little bit of a reaction yesterday when he played against Dicky Palyama, going to 3 games, an hour and 4 minutes. An hour and 4 minutes won't help him for his preparation for today's match, but came through solidly in the end.
Yeah, it was an interesting match actually. It went very much with the ends. Yesterday in the hall there was a really significant difference between the two ends in terms of the pace, and that match went very much with the ends, and he eventually came out on top, but as you say, it would have taken a lot of energy out of him. But as I say, his coach is saying he's in very good physical condition at the moment. Mentally he's ready to roll. He's very motivated to get a good qualification for the London Olympics, and they're very happy with him at the moment.
That short. Oh, good defence. Oh, my word. What a smash. Well, it's very interesting. When I was at the Asian Games in Guangzhou, in the wilds, whoa, goodness me, 263. It's just about 164 miles per hour. Yeah, nice angle. Yeah, at the Asian Games and the players' biogs, it was saying that as far as Tago is concerned, his idol is his opponent of today, Taufik Hidayat. Now, surely for a player playing against his idol, is that going to affect him adversely, or is he going to see this? They've played each other 3 times previously. All previous occasions have been won by the Indonesian. Do you think Tago's got a bit of a mental block that he's playing against his hero?
I think that's difficult to say. I think I noticed that he's come out with a list of players that he wants to beat in the first 6 months of this year, and Taufik was one of those names.
So it's over 4-3.
No, it's just wide. Well, I know Tago has also said in the past ambitions of what he wants to achieve in badminton terms. Also said that one of his ambitions was to achieve what his mother achieved. Of course, she was a very famous badminton player, bronze medalist at the 1980 World Championships in women's doubles. Yoshiko Yonekura. You remember Yonekura and Tokuda?
I do, I remember them very well. I
Yeah.
watched them in the first All England I ever went to, actually.
Wide and long, I think, that smash.
Yes, we've talked a lot about Tago, but I think one interesting statistic you gave at the beginning of the match was the fact that Taufik's played 16 matches, 16 tournaments over the last 12 months, and I don't think he's done that for a few years, to be honest, and I think it's helped him. I think he's found a rhythm. I think he's playing very, very well at the moment. He's got himself back in the back up the rankings. He's seeded in all the events, and he looks a different player to 18 months ago to me.
Yes, I agree with that. Do you think that a big influence on the number of tournaments is the fact that he's now an independent player, resigned from PBSI, the Indonesian Badminton Federation, and now competing independently, and he decides his own program of tournaments, playing more?
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure that's a part of it, but I think another part of it is he's actually started really enjoying it again. I think since he's left PBSI, there was a lot of controversy for the 6 months following, and I think he struggled with that. I think he struggled with all the press and the attention, but I think he's found a nice balance now between his family life and his training, and I think he's really enjoying playing again, and it shows in his game.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, married man with 2 daughters, Taufik Hidayat. Oh, that's an amazing shot. Leaping from his base position, Kenichi Tago. Playing what we call around the head shot when the shuttle is going down the backhand side, but you still play with the forehand action and finding an incredible angle across court.
Service over. 8-7.
Yeah, for most players, it's a disadvantage playing a backhand from late, but Taufik's probably got the best backhand in badminton.